Carmela, we are heading back to Italy.
Woohoo!
Well, sort of Italy.
Oh.
We're heading to Sicily.
Oh.
Which is technically part of the country of Italy, but a place that Sicilians consider to be a region all its own.
I know. How come they get that?
Because they're special. And we're going to taste and review the great Sicilian wine, Nero di Avola.
All right.
A hearty hello to our wine pair cluster, and welcome to the Wine Pair Podcast. I'm Joe, your sommelier of reasonably priced wine, and this is my wife and my wine pairing partner in crime, Carmela.
Hi there.
And we are the Wine Pair.
Woo!
If you're new to our podcast, here's what you can expect. If you love wine and you want to find great wines at affordable prices and you want to expand your wine horizons and you want to have some fun and laughs while doing it, then you are in the right place.
Yes.
Each week we explore a different wine, varietal, style, brand, or region of the winemaking world and learn about what makes them worth knowing about. And then, Carmela, what we do is we taste...
What, Joe? What do we do next?
We taste 2 to 3 of those wines that are reasonably priced to let you know if they're worth your hard-earned money.
Nice.
So if that feels like your vibe, then we are super happy to welcome you into our tribe.
Into our wine cluster?
That's right.
Oh.
And we are proud to say that Decanter Magazine calls us fun, irreverent,
Chatty.
and entertaining.
Wine cluster, huh?
Wine pair cluster.
Wine
Like
pair.
we're a cluster. Like we're a cluster.
Okay. I like that. I just think of those like chocolate clusters, those turtle clusters.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Different, but better.
Totally different. But that's the first thing that came to mind. I don't know why.
I don't know
It'd
either.
be good with probably this wine.
It might be.
We're gonna find out.
Well, we are on another Italian wine adventure this week to taste and review a wine that we are at least somewhat familiar with because it's a pretty well-known and easy to find Italian wine, but it's not one that often lands on our dinner table for reasons that we will explore later.
Okay.
Now, Nero d'Avola comes, as we said, from the island of Sicily or Sicilia, which is an Italian venture we have not had yet.
No,
Carmela.
I mean, not in person, not even virtually.
No, it's on our bucket list.
I'd
but
like
we haven't
to
done.
do that.
We're going to do it.
Okay.
Now, Nero d'Avola is often called the King of Sicily.
Wow.
Generally, we don't like kings, but in this
Right.
case, it's okay, the King of Sicily, because it's the most widely planted red grape in Sicily and is the most widely known wine from Sicily. And because the vast majority of Nero d'Avola acreage is in Sicily, nearly 98% of all Nero d'Avola is in Sicily.
98%.
That's a lot. It's nearly 100.
True.
So first of all, this is an Italian wine you need to know and that you will see on wine lists in Italian restaurants. And if you are going on a trip to Sicily, you really, really need to know it.
Okay.
But we have a couple of things to do before we get to Nero d'Avola. And the first is to talk to listener Chris, who gave us the name for our tribe this week. So let's head over to talk to Chris.
Yay.
Hi, Chris, and welcome to the Wine Pair Podcast.
Hello, it's good to be here.
Oh, it's so fun to have you. Thank you for being willing to be on the show.
Absolutely. I'm excited.
Okay, well, you have kind of a fun name for the tribe this week. But before we get there, I have some very important questions to ask you, if you're ready.
Shoot, go ahead.
Okay, the first question is, what is your favorite wine?
I knew this was coming because I've been listening to these for a little while. My favorite wine will always be a 2012 Oak Pinti Il Frappato, because that is the wine that got me into wine. And there's kind of a long story around that. Yeah.
That's a deep cut. That's a deep cut.
Yeah. It's and I guess I can go into a little bit more detail on why I'm so committed to that. I'll probably never have it again, but I was a beer bro per se for so long. I loved beer, all beers, any beer. And we were at Purple downtown, wine restaurant downtown Seattle. And our friends were in town. And the husband of my wife's friend was kind of pretty big into wine. He sold a lot of wine in a restaurant that he worked in San Francisco and so on. And so he just started ordering bottles that we'd never heard of. One of the bottles he ordered was that 2012 Oak Pinti Frappato. And I tasted it, and it tasted almost like Brett, almost like this barnyardy kind of almost mousy flavor and I'd never tasted that in wine. And so that was just like this big, whoa. I've known wine to be just this basic table red wine, white wine. It was fine. It wasn't never my choice, but this was like the eye-opening experience that I had, and that kind of brought me down my path. That will forever be my favorite wine. But what I like now the most is the Finger Lakes. So Rieslings and Cab Francs from the Finger Lakes are really hard to find. So when I find them, I usually buy them. But I think they're making a great wine, and I'd love to see more of them.
That's awesome. And for Frappato, we might have to put on. I've actually have stayed away from it because of that, because it is a little bit, it can be mousy or.
Yeah, it's funny. I am also very hesitant to drink Frappato as well because I've never had one that was as good as that one. I try Frappatos and most of them are these fresh, vibrant, fruity wines, and I've never gotten, the same experience. So we'll see. I'll keep trying them.
I like it. Again, your wine choices, deep cuts. I like it. Okay, well, let's go to the next question. When did you start listening to us and how did you find us?
I think I started following you on Instagram back in January of this year. So I'd assume that I started listening to the podcast a little before that. So probably around Christmas time or Thanksgiving of 2024. And I had a kid in 2023. When he started daycare, my wine budget tanked.
Yep.
So I was on this QPR journey, and just trying to learn more about great wine that isn't well known and generally cheaper. And I just came across, I can't remember, I think it might have been a Riesling episode or something like that. That's what I was, trying to get more information on back then as well. And hearing that you guys were from the Seattle area, I think it took me 1 or 2 episodes to realize you were from the Seattle area, and it just kind of, was a surprise. And then seeing that you are also kind of on that QPR scale was like, boom, I'm hooked right away.
Awesome. Yeah, very much on the QPR and a Seattle brother. So I like that.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Okay, last question is, tell us the name that you came up with for the tribe and if there's any background or inspirational or fun story behind it.
No fun story, no background at all. I've listened and I've read the newsletters and I've been trying to see what I can contribute. And this one feels a little on the nose. Feels like it's representative of a group as a whole. And so the name I came up with was the Wine Pair Cluster, the group of people that support the Wine Pair, who listen to the Wine Pair.
I like it. Again, deep cut. Very good. Good. Well, thanks, Chris. Thanks very much for joining us, for reaching out. You always reach out. You always send notes and really appreciate that and just really enjoy having you on.
Thank you again. It was fun and I look forward to all the episodes to come.
We'll see you soon.
Absolutely.
It was so great to talk to Chris, Carmela.
So cool.
And great to talk to a member of the tribe in our own backyard.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing, actually.
Yeah. I mean, Chris, honestly, he lives pretty close to us. He lives really close to your brother.
Right. So is he the first local guy that we've talked to?
Local and loco.
Wait, is he kind of crazy?
No, he's awesome. No, he's not at all. But I do think we may see him at the grocery store.
Okay. I got to see this guy then.
You might, well, I'll point him out when I see him.
Okay.
Okay. And Carmela, we love doing these interviews because we love meeting you all and because it gives us the chance to get to know you and hear you talk for a change, which I'm sure many people appreciate. So please keep sending us tribe name ideas and we'll ask you if you're interested in joining us for a little interview. It's fun and mostly painless. It's not totally painless. It's mostly
what would be painful about it?
I don't know. I gotta be, just in
humble.
case. Well, I
don't know.
It's more a legal disclaimer.
Oh,
yeah.
That's the legal disclaimer.
That's the legal disclaimer. Okay. So just reach out to us via Instagram or email me at joe@thewinepairpodcast.com. Now, by the way, everybody, also big news, and those of you who are on our email newsletter list know this, but we're going to do a virtual wine tasting this month for anyone who wants to join us. So send us a note at joe@thewinepairpodcast.com and we'll give you the deets.
Oh, I'm so excited.
And it's going to be super fun. We're going to get to know you.
Yeah.
You're going to get to meet other folks who listen in. We're going to compare tasting notes and we're going to do fun stuff. We're going to play games.
Is Santa coming?
Santa's coming. No, I don't think so. But you know what? You never know.
Okay.
You never know.
Okay.
So we do hope you join us. Currently, we're planning on doing it on December 18th at 5:30 p.m. Pacific.
Happy hour.
Yeah, that's 2025. We're still in the year 2025.
Right.
Because somebody may listen to this like a year from now and be like, oh, gosh.
And then they think we stood them up.
When are you doing it?
Like they didn't show up.
Exactly. Which would be really, that would be a womp womp.
That'd be a bummer.
It would be a total bummer. Can you imagine you feel like you got invited to a wine tasting and nobody
ditched. I mean, I don't know.
God,
that was good. 2025.
Yeah, you got to make that clear. You never know. All right, we promise that we're going to talk about Nero d'Avola in a few minutes. However, before we break down just what Nero d'Avola is and why it is an Italian wine, you need to know we have to share with you some breaking news. So yes, friends, it's time for Wine in the News this week. All right, Carmela, the wine in the news story this week comes to us from the very same state we have been doing our recent series of winemaker stories from, the Commonwealth of Virginia.
Oh, Virginia's a
Comes
hot
from
place.
Virginia. It's hot. It's hot.
Wow.
Why do you say it's a hot place?
I mean, because if it's like a place a lot of our news has been from.
Oh, I thought
it's
you maybe had some
You're like,
insider
wait,
information.
hot?
Yeah.
No, it's like happening, I guess.
It's happening. It's happening.
It's happening.
It's happening.
So what happened?
Well, okay. There's links in our show notes to this article and
Yes,
lots
I
of
know.
other
We have
articles.
show notes.
We have show notes. But Debbie Williams published this article in the Northern Virginia magazine, and it's entitled "Virginia Restaurant Falls Victim to Brazen Wine Heist."
Oh, no.
So this is what happened. A robbery happened a couple weeks ago at a very high-end restaurant called La Auberge Provençale in Boyce, Virginia. So if anybody knows about that, let us know.
my.
Here's what happened. A couple walked in posing as event planners for a wealthy Canadian businesswoman. So the woman part of the couple, there's the man and a woman part, just like us. She was a well-dressed, middle-aged woman with a very proper British accent and told the staff her name was Stephanie Baker. And that she works for a client who wants to throw a really lavish dinner party at the restaurant. And then her partner was there, and he is described as wearing a long trench coat. Oh. And this is not a joke, a bushy gray toupee and thick glasses.
Boy, do people really do that anymore?
I don't know, but that would have been the first signal that maybe something's
off.
Exactly. Now, so in the course of the conversation with the owner, they asked for a tour of the wine cellar to check the climate control for their boss.
Wow.
So Christian Borrell, who's the owner of the restaurant, he took him down into the cellar. And when they got into the cellar, the lady starts firing questions at him.
Oh, I thought you meant like firing shots.
No, not firing shots.
Wow.
She starts firing off questions.
Okay.
I should have said questions first, but to distract him. So while she's distracting him, the husband, who I don't know if it's the husband or not, in the trench coat, right? He's wearing this big trench coat, which is kind of weird. It turns out that his trench coat had specifically designed secret pockets sewn into the lining. Yes. So while she's talking, he starts slipping bottles of Domaine Romani Conti, like the most expensive wine in the world. This is like $24,000 a bottle.
I'm going to buy you one of those coats.
Okay.
Or make you one.
I used to be in a singing group called the Trench Coats, by the way.
Right.
You can look it up on Amazon. They're called the Coats now. Anyway, now.
Acapella group.
Acapella.
Amazing.
Amazing. Anyway, the owner, he starts to figure out something's wrong when they were finishing their conversation and leaving the cellar because he notices the guy can't really walk very well.
Oh, my. Give me a break.
So anyway, but the couple, they're like, hey, thanks. They make kind of a quick getaway. And the owner gets a weird feeling. So he goes back down into the cellar. And it turns out that the guy in the trench coat had switched out not only did he take the bottles, he was switching them out, but he was switching them out with cheap.
That he had in his coat that he brought down.
Cheap grocery store wine with screw caps.
Okay. All I got to say is these people who own this restaurant are not very smart.
No, you're right.
Because you can't walk in with, I don't know, was it like 5 bottles, 15, 2?
I don't know, but they didn't hear those clanking around.
Right.
Anyway.
It looked a little weird.
Okay, so here's the best part. This is the part you're going to like. So the owner leaps into action. He calls the cops, and then he and one of his waiters actually chase the two thieves into the parking lot. And in the chase, the male robber in the trench coat, he actually manages to jump in the getaway car, and he leaves.
Without the woman?
Yes. And so the waiter and the owner, Burrell, they tackle Stephanie, whose real name is Natalie Ray, and they hold her until the police arrive. And so as of the time I wrote this, she's in a jail cell in Virginia. He's still on the lam. So I don't know if something has changed by now. If anybody knows, let us know. But I have some questions for you. But it looks like you have a question for me.
All I got to say is those two need some couples therapy.
Well, I was going to say, if you and I, because you're my partner in crime.
Right. Well, they are really talk about partners in crime.
But if we were doing a crime and I left you, what would you do, say, or think?
Oh, man. You wouldn't. You just wouldn't.
How do you know that?
Because I just know.
Okay.
I just know.
Fair enough.
If you did, there's a lot. You know what?
Okay.
In our family,
Here's
remember.
the truth.
In our family, remember, no divorces.
That's right.
Just drownings.
That's right. When I got married to Carmela on the wedding day, her uncle told me that. Now I don't know. It wasn't a threat. It was just the facts.
The truth.
It was the facts. But you know what, Carmela? We're not here to talk about people wearing long trench coats or faking Romani Conti with cheap grocery store wines or leaving your partner in crime behind.
This, okay. I mean, I would go deeper if you wanted to.
No, but that's not what we're here to talk about.
Okay.
We're here to talk about the King of Sicily, also known as Nero d'Avola, and we have 2 reasonably priced Nero d'Avola wines that we're going to drink and review to see if they or any Nero d'Avola is worth your hard-earned money. But first...
But wait.
Oh,
Are you going to update us on the story?
I told you I don't know as of...
I know, but I mean like going forward.
Okay, maybe.
You might need
if
to.
you need to, maybe privately we'll discuss it. I'll look it up online.
Okay, but the people might want to know too.
Oh my God, you know.
I guess they can find out.
They have Google machines.
True.
They can all figure it out. I believe in them.
Okay.
I believe in you. But first...
Oh, sorry. Try it again.
She forgot it.
No, I don't know what happened. I'm still like stuck on that story. Okay. You got to do our shameless plug.
That's right. Carmela almost forgot that. So thank you for listening to us and for supporting our show. And remember, we buy all of our own wine. We don't steal any of it so that we can give you real and honest
reviews. Unless I buy you that jacket.
That's true. And we do all the writing and recording and editing to bring you a show every week because we love you all. And all we ask for in return is that you please follow or subscribe to our podcast. And also
unconditional love, too.
Unconditional. Well, it's a little conditioned. And please leave us a nice rating and review, and that helps us grow listeners. And we thank you so much for all of you who have done that already. Really appreciate it. You can also follow us on Instagram at The Wine Pair Podcast and on Blue Sky. You can contact us on our website, thewinepairpodcast.com. You can sign up for our email newsletter there, and you can also visit our shop wine section where you find our highest rated wines and links to purchase them. How's that?
Cool.
And we want to make content that you care about and you like, so send us a note or slip into our DMs, give us some feedback, or let us know if there's wines you want us to try or winemaking areas of the world you're curious about, and we'll take care of it. Again, Joe at thewinepairpodcast.com. A couple of shout outs. Shout out to Asini, who let us know that she likes the wine in the news segment. So that's nice.
Oh.
And that she also bought the Lambruscos that we're going to do in a couple of weeks because I'm starting now. Yeah, I'm starting now to tell you and put in the show notes the wines that we're going to be drinking so you can drink along with us.
Oh, love it.
Shout out to Bud, who reached out to us and told us first that he liked the Virginia winemaker episode with Justin Rose. Mm-hmm. And he gave us a recommendation to do an episode on the wine Susamaniello, which is actually a red wine, Carmela, that your cousin bought when we were in Bari.
Oh, that's cool.
So we actually had it, yeah. And then Timmy, he sent us a very funny video on wine tasting from YouTube, and I have a link to it in our show notes. And Timmy shared his Spotify Wrapped with us, and that guy is a top 5% fan, and he spends a lot of time with us on Spotify.
It's amazing.
Now we appreciate it. And also Justice, who also shared on Instagram that we made it into their Spotify Wrapped and said that we are their favorite podcast, which is a huge honor.
Oh my God, that was a huge honor.
Huge honor.
I mean, wow, we were blown away.
Blown away. And as we do every week, we'll tell you someone we think you should recommend the Wine Pair podcast to. Because the best way for us to grow listeners, I just have to pause for a minute because Chris was like, when I was talking to him, he's like, every once in a while I can kind of tell when you're doing an edit. Let me tell you, there's going to be a lot of edits in this one, okay?
Really?
Chris, let us know if you can tell when we do the edits. But anyway, the best way for us to grow listeners is when you tell your family and friends about us. And this week, we want you to recommend us to anyone who loves a big, full-bodied, robust man. I mean, wine, fruit-forward wine, because they may just like this episode.
And remember, Chris, I have no script, so poor Joe does have a lot of editing to do.
Well, she also does not edit. That's my job.
Nope, I don't get to edit. Phew.
Speaking of editing, Carmela, let's find out just what the Nero d'Avola is, shall we?
Let's.
All right. So as we mentioned, Nero d'Avola is basically the one wine from Sicily you're likely to run into because it is the foundational wine of the island. Nero d'Avola means, what do you think it means, Carmela? Nero.
Black
of Avola. That's right. So with Nero means black.
A little intimidating.
Yeah, it's right. It is kind of. Yeah. But in Italy, they don't say Pinot Noir. They say Pinot Nero. That's how it's black, right?
Got it.
Okay. So this is a wine that's named for the grape.
It's dark.
It is a dark grape. The Avola refers to the city of Avola in southwest Sicily. But the nice thing, again, is the wine is named after the grape as well as the area that it's from. So again, tricky in European wines sometimes because it's like, I don't know, this wine is called Barolo, but that's not the grape that's in it or whatever.
Right.
But Nero d'Avola, that's what you're getting, man.
Love it.
So it's nice that the grape and the wine are the same name. Now, interestingly enough, the grape in Italy is often known as Calabrese.
Oh. Ooh.
That's a dialect name, but Nero d'Avola is the better known name. And that name, Calabrese, has caused some confusion because one would assume that maybe it's from the region of Calabria, which is just right next to Sicily.
Right.
That's where my family is from. We went there.
True. Beautiful place.
But most think it refers to the Sicilian dialect Calau Avulisi, which means something like comes from Avola. But that's beside the point. The grape and the wine have a long history in Sicily, and it's believed that the Greeks brought the grape to Sicily when they conquered the island in the 8th century BC. And if you didn't know, Sicily and much of the southern part of the Italian peninsula was part of Magna Graecia, and we saw some amazing Greek ruins when we went to Naples and Puglia this summer, right?
We sure did.
Mm-hmm. Now, for most of its history, Nero d'Avola was something that you like, Carmela, mostly a workhorse grape.
Ah, good job. You've got to celebrate those workhorses.
That's right. It was used mostly as a blending grape and a bulk wine grape. And I have not heard this before, but it was sometimes called a ghost grape because it was often added as a secret ingredient to bring color, alcohol, and structure to wines. Now, Nero d'Avola makes a higher alcohol wine because it contains a lot of sucro, a lot of sugar. And so that made it helpful in creating wines that could travel a little better. Little sugar in there helps it last a little longer. And on that, one source I found on the interweb said that the French nicknamed the wine the medicine wine because it was so high in alcohol.
Oh, boy.
And even the French would secretly add this grape to their blends to add some of that structure.
Maybe they needed that at game night.
You're so right.
You know that movie, guys? Yeah.
They need a little of that. They'd say, Sacre bleu, we need some more structure.
Maybe.
Anyway, as you might expect, given some of these descriptors and things we've been talking about, Nero d'Avola was not a super highly regarded grape for making standalone wines for most of its history until late in the 1990s, when producers finally started to focus on quality. So in fact, it was well-regarded winemakers like Planeta, that we're going to have one of their wines tonight, Cusumano, and Donna Fugata, who helped create this reputation for the lowly Nero d'Avola. So Planeta produced its first single varietal Nero d'Avola, Santa Cecilia, in 2008, so not that long ago. And because of that, Nero d'Avola is the wine that really introduced the world to quality wines from Sicily, which now includes wines like Etna Rosso, which we're going to cover in a few weeks.
Nice.
Now, the DOC or DOCG status of Nero d'Avola I found a little bit complicated to understand, so I'll try not to confuse you all. But remember, in Italy, the DOC or DOCG is the highest designation of wines. It means it's guaranteed, like that you're going to get a certain type of wine from a certain area and they guarantee it. You'll see on the bottles a label that'll say DOC or DOCG on it. Anyway, in 2005, Cerasuolo di Vittoria was given DOCG status in Sicily, and it's Sicily's only DOCG. And this particular wine is required to have between 50 and 70% Nero d'Avola, with the remainder usually Frappato, which, going back to Chris again, was his favorite wine.
Amazing.
I know. And so we may have to do an episode on Frappato at some point. Other DOCs where Nero d'Avola are a component include the Noto DOC and the Eloro DOC. And the Nero d'Avola wines produced after 2016 are generally classified as Sicilia DOC. So there's something to know.
Interesting.
This is a wine that's made in a variety of styles. It's less of a fruit bomb today than it used to be in the past, although you can still find Nero d'Avola as a fruit bomb, which is why it is a wine that we have generally avoided, and your dad avoids as well.
So that's why it's not on our dinner table.
Exactly. It's just not a wine that your dad or I like to drink that much. But you know what? That's okay. We're not going to
No
prejudge. We're not going to prejudge.
No.
The wine is known for being big in body, moderate in acidity, with soft but firm tannins. Some call it a chewy wine. Chewy. So we'll see if it's chewy.
Okay.
Not Chewbacca, but chewy.
Got it.
To me, I might call it a little flabby. But who am I to call a wine flabby, after all? It's like a pot calling a kettle black. Anyway. Anyway, the grape, as you can expect, Carmela, is well-suited. Unlike me, it's well-suited to hot weather.
Ah, true. I will agree with that.
Yeah, and which is why it makes such a high alcohol wine, because more sugar and all that kind of stuff. So while it's not super common outside of Sicily, you can find it being made in hot weather wine regions like California, Washington State, Texas.
Washington State, so east side.
The east side, yeah.
Of course.
South Africa, Malta, Turkey, and Australia.
Oh.
And so, like some other varietals that we've been talking about that like hot weather, we may start seeing more of them. Since I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the climate is heating up.
It is.
That's just the
how
way
it
it goes.
goes.
It's just facts.
Darn it.
Okay. But that's enough information, Carmela. I think it's time to learn a little bit more about the specific wines that we're drinking today. What do you say, my dear?
Let's do it.
Okay, good. If you had said no.
Not tonight.
Okay.
Not tonight,
Scratch the
honey.
record. We're done. Okay. As usual, the wines we have chosen for this episode are under $25 each, and Nero d'Avola wines are usually pretty easy to find. Now, I bought both of these wines at a local artisan grocery store in Seattle called Ken's Market.
Ooh.
But you should find them no problem in big wine shops, in stores that have good Italian wine
I don't even know when you
selections.
went there.
I didn't tell you.
Wow.
was a
Taking a little
secret.
field trip, huh?
That's right.
Without me.
That's right.
Okay.
And as always, you can ask your local wine merchant to find some for you if you can't find it. The first wine we're going to drink is the 2023 Purato Nero d'Avola, and this is a Sicilia DOC. It's certified organic. It's vegan, it's sustainably farmed. The labels are made on recycled paper with vegetable dyes.
Oh, my.
The bottles are made from 85% recycled glass.
Amazing.
And on top of that, all of that, it's a screw cap.
Oh, my goodness.
So-
It is speaking to us.
Exactly. So if that stuff's important to you, this is a great wine to get. They take their sustainability very seriously.
That's a lot of work, too.
It's a lot.
Yeah, nice job.
Nice work. Purato is 100% Nero d'Avola, and I was able to find a tech sheet for the wine. The grapes are grown in sandy and pebbly soil, which I'm sure you all remember is great for wine grapes because they like water stress. I don't like stress. Do you like stress?
No.
Do you like water stress?
No.
No,
I think we
humans-
need water.
We need a lot of
I'm feeling
water.
for these grapes.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they like it.
Wow.
The wine is fermented in stainless steel tanks. It's cold macerated on the skins for 10 to 15 days, where it gets flavor and structure and tannins and all that fun stuff. And then it's aged for 6 to 7 months in stainless steel, so no oak.
Okay.
No oak.
That is interesting.
Yeah. So I think this could be a fruity, fresh wine. We'll see. The winery is located very close to the Mediterranean, which is not unusual for Sicily since it's surrounded by the Mediterranean, in a small town called Vittoria, which is on the south end of the island, right across the island from the city of Syracuse, or Syracuse. So there you go. There's a little geography facts
my
for you.
goodness.
Yeah. Put that in your brain box. Okay, the next wine we're going to drink is the 2022 Planeta La Segreta Nero d'Avola. And this wine is also 100% Nero d'Avola. It's also a Sicilia DOC, and it's also, Carmela, a screw cap.
Oh, my goodness.
2 for 2.
Wow.
2 for 2.
Wow, we love a screw cap.
Yeah, we do. The winery gives a lot of information about themselves, but they don't give a ton of depth on the winemaking. So here's the little bit that I could find. They say they pressed this wine and then left it on the skins for 12 days at 77 degrees. Not 75, not 76, not 78, 77 degrees.
It's a formula there.
There is. And then they did what they call repeated daily mixing.
Oh,
Mix and mix. But they didn't indicate if they mixed with pump over or punch down.
Just
so
going to ask about that pump over.
We're just going to have to guess if they mixed with a pump.
Can we tell?
I don't know.
Probably not.
After that, they rack the wine, which also sounds dirty, but it's not. It's a fancy way of saying they transfer the wine from one container to another, and it's kind of a natural way to filter wine. It's kind of like when you want to move the egg whites and the egg yolks and separate it.
Right,
kind of that thing, right? They also use malolactic fermentation, which again tamps down on the acidity in the wine, and then they say the wine rests until February. They just let it rest, which I assume means that after harvesting it in early September, they let the wine age for about 5 months before they bottle it.
Yeah.
So
you need a little break.
Needs a little rest.
It's a lot.
Now, Planeta is also on the western side of the island of Sicily, but it's on the north end in the village of Sambuco de Sicilia, which is close to the town of Menfi, not to be confused with the town of Melfi, which was where your grandfather's mother was from, and I got a ticket in when our last trip to Italy, but that's totally beside the point. But it's basically on the other side of the island from Palermo, if you know where Palermo is.
Got it.
The north end. Planeta started making wines in 1995 and is considered one of the island's most significant wineries and has a pretty good international reputation. They do call out that their winemaker is a woman named Patricia Toth, who was born and raised in Hungary, trained in Italy and Hungary, and became the winemaker at Planeta in 2005. So she's been
New.
2005. New, 20 years she's been working there. Brand new. She's involved.
Well, sometimes these wineries are old. That one you said it was 1995.
I wasn't talking about the winery. I was talking about the
The
woman.
woman. I got it, but like, I don't know. The look you gave me, it was like you went off script, which I do all the time.
No,
so,
I think
since
this.
I don't have a script.
I think you were sending a signal that 20 years and doing something is not a long time.
Well, in the wine world, I'm not really sure.
Or just our world. Anyway, she's involved in the Sustain program, which is focused on sustainable farming as well as reducing their carbon footprint in bottling and packaging wine. So both of these wines are focusing on sustainability.
Nice.
But I think that's enough information. So let's get to drinking. If you have a Nero d'Avola, then break it open. Don't break it, but open it up and drink along with us. If you have an Italian wine, drink along with. If you have any wine at all.
If you don't have either of those, just forget it.
Just don't drink along with it.
Yeah.
Just imagine, pretend.
No. Drink along with us with whatever you're drinking tonight.
In your imagination.
Right.
And we'll be right back. Okay, we're back and we're really trying hard not to spill this time around. This is the Purato Nero d'Avola from Sicily in Italy. It's 2023 vintage, $13.99 at Ken's Market, so not expensive. 13% alcohol, 100% Nero d'Avola, and I couldn't find any professional ratings. Vivino, I did find a 3.6, but we'll see. But Carmela, first of all, what's the color?
It's dark, but it's not like inky.
No, I'd say it's a ruby red.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
It's pretty. It's translucent. It's dark, but not opaque.
Yeah, very pretty.
Yeah. All right. Let's smell it. Okay. What are you smelling?
I think it's very jammy.
The first smell I got was a little medicine-y.
Oh, okay.
Like a little bit of like cough syrupy.
Oh, you're getting that then. Is it because of quite a bit of alcohol?
But it's only 13%. So I think it's very jammy, as you said. It's really fruit
Yeah,
forward.
I think it's pretty fruity. And I'm getting like a whole combination. Like,
well, yeah, what are you getting?
I'm getting raspberry.
Okay. I like that.
I mean, even a little bit of like blueberry, maybe.
I like these fruits.
Yeah, a little bit different. Are you getting cherry?
I'm getting cherry, but I like blueberry a lot.
Yeah, there's a little bit of like, like cherries have a little bit of a bite and blueberries, I mean, they can have a tang, but oftentimes they're sweeter. This smells kind of sweet.
And very ripe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes we say it's underripe. This is very ripe.
Yeah, I agree.
Very ripe berries. You know what? It reminds me a little bit of compote, like a blueberry compote.
Oh, it'd be so yummy.
Like you go to IHOP and
yep.
That's for the blueberry
Wow.
compote.
The last time we were at IHOP. IHOP. Do you remember?
A great wine selection at
Yeah, we were at breakfast. We had a nice glass of wine. Nope, it was after a procedure.
Yeah, let's not get into it.
Okay.
Let's taste this wine and see what we think, okay? God.
Wow.
Juicy.
Juicy.
It's fruit juice.
Yeah. It is very gentle.
Yeah.
It's not, it's like, again, it could be dangerous because it's kind of like a fruit juice.
It is fruit juicy.
Yeah.
It tastes like a fruit juice. It hardly, you can tell it has alcohol in it. It does have a little bit of cough syrup on the back end.
True. But it's just like you having, it's a little bit room temperature, right? Because that's the, so if you put this on ice or if this came out of the fridge.
Oh,
might be in trouble.
You could oof.
Just don't leave this around your children.
No, because they would not know. They may be like, Mom, Dad, I drank all of this juice. It was so good.
It's kind of like grape juice.
I'm feeling funny, though.
Whoa.
Okay, you know what this is
Not
reminding me of? You know those strawberry... You had one in the car because Grease Monkeys, they left the candy.
Oh,
those strawberry candies that have the soft center.
Yes.
That's what this tastes like.
Strawberry, even strawberry flavor,
That strawberry candy. It's very candy tasting.
Yes, yeah. Yeah,
I was
almost
thinking,
a little medicinal, like you're saying.
I was thinking also like a Luden's cough drop. That's kind of what
because it does have a little bit of heat like that, too.
You know, the cherry Ludens, they're good. They're like you kind of want them even if you're not sick.
No, they don't really have, they don't
help.
Like mentally, they're kind of have a little bit of warmth, but they're not like some of those, like you get Halls and it's a whole different experience.
Or you get those Ricola.
Oh man, and you're just like,
Take it out. No.
Yeah, it's too hot.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is very juicy and gentle. Why are you laughing?
Because of the Ricola.
Ricola.
It's super juicy.
Yeah. It's nice. It's almost like you could have this with like breakfast.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of could. It is not like, this is not a serious, elegant wine. It's very pretty.
Yes.
It's fun. It's a fun wine.
Definitely. And you could have this for like happy hour.
And you know who this wine would be really good for? New wine drinkers. People who are like, I don't know if I like this wine thing.
Right.
This would be a great one to start.
Mine just doesn't seem to be hitting. This would hit.
Like if you start them out with like a big old like Barolo or something, they might be like, "Eey."
I think that's what happened to me early on in life.
Yeah, you're like, whoa, I don't
when
think
I was
like
like
this.
12. No.
Right. No, actually probably was true. But this, they would be like, oh, I like this.
Yes. This is nice.
What food might you pair with this Purato Nero d'Avola?
Well, it's funny. I think salty foods would be good for some
Okay.
reason. Like something, even like potato chips or like, French fries. I don't know. I'm kind of getting like, something salty.
Okay, I like that. Now, here's the thing. This is an Italian wine, right? So what Italian foods might you have this with?
I think you could do like pizza.
Yeah, I was thinking pizza, like a charred, something with some char on it. Don't you think?
Yeah. You know what, too? You could do like a calzone, a little breadier,
That would be good. What about like lasagna?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about a red sauce, though?
Yeah, like I think a bolognese would be good. What do you think?
Yeah, I think a regular marinara might be a little bit too tomatoey.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think probably like a meat sauce. If you're going to do a red sauce, you'd want to be a meaty sauce.
I agree.
Yeah.
Trying to think what else. Like I don't, it's not, again, this would be a fun cookout wine. This would be a fun, if you got a pizza thing in the backyard, I don't know if you have a pizza oven or you got one of those pizza things, the pizza things.
Or you're just ordering pizza,
ordering
people.
pizza.
Okay.
It's okay. Just have some of this wine.
Right.
This is a kind of a fun, not serious wine.
Right. Like game day too.
Game night.
Right. Game night, game day, game
night,
afternoon.
Game morning.
Game weekend.
Do you have game mornings? Should we have a game tomorrow morning? I don't know. Anyway.
Right.
Anything else you'd pair with this wine?
I think we covered most of it. What about you?
No, I'm with you, sister. Okay, so let's rate this wine. Okay. As a reminder on our she's not my sister.
No.
As a reminder on our rating scale, we rate on a scale of 1 to 10. We don't give half points. 7 and above means we're going to buy it. 4 below means we're pouring it down the sink. 5 or 6 means we're going to drink it. We're not going to buy it. But you know what? If you serve it to us, we're totally happy. So Carmela, what rating would you give this wine?
I would probably give it, I'm struggling, 6 or a 7.
See, I'm not, that's not surprising to me.
Yeah. I mean, I don't not like it. In fact, I'm just thinking with the people that we drink wine with, they may not appreciate this as much as, like you said, and depending on the scenario.
Yeah, totally. But what would you give it? Would you buy it?
I'm going to give it a 6 for right now.
Okay.
For now, I'm giving it a 6.
I mean, to me, this is more your speed of a red wine.
I agree.
It's lighter. It's easier. It's easier to drink.
Okay, you know what? I think you're right. I don't know why you're convincing me, but I think I'm going to give it a 7.
Okay.
I just don't know. The problem is that I might be drinking alone.
You might
this
be.
wine.
Now, like, here's this is definitely a 5 or 6 wine for me. Like, I would drink it happily. If you served it to me, no problemo. Maybe if we were having a big party in the backyard, I might get some of it. But I don't, on a regular basis, I would not buy this wine.
Yeah.
So and a 5 maybe is a little harsh. So maybe I'll give it a 6.
Okay.
But it's between a 5 and a 6, and I don't mean a 5 in a bad way. I mean a 5 and like it's okay.
Yeah.
Like it's okay.
Well, that's the thing. It's not, I don't think it's, it's one of those things, I hate to say it, it may disappoint depending on who you're with.
I'm totally with you.
But I wouldn't.
The serious wine drinkers are, like you said, are going to be a little bit disappointed.
Yeah, they may be like, huh. But there's absolutely nothing really like offensive about it. No. It's easy drinking. Totally. And I think it would be good for like, if maybe like, this is like a little side note, but like you and, not that it has to be this way, but like you and your girlfriends. Not you and your girlfriend.
How do you know about my girlfriends?
Wow, no, like
my girlfriends don't like this
kind
of wine.
If I'm out with my pals or something, might be fun to crack one of these open.
Totally, especially like a summer. It's a very summer kind of wine.
Yes,
like a picnic wine.
It's such a pretty bottle too.
Yeah,
really pretty.
Yeah. So
label.
We're going to take a break and we're going to try our next wine.
Okay.
Okay, we're back and we're ready to try our second wine. This is the Planeta La Segreta Nero d'Avola, also from Sicilia in Italy. This is the 2022 vintage, $22.99 at Ken's Market. So a bit more than our other friend there. 13% alcohol, 100% Nero d'Avola. Now, Falstaff, which is a British wine critiquing group, gave it a 92. Wine Enthusiasts gave it a 90. Bavino gave it a 3.6. But let's talk first about the color.
What do you think?
It's, it's a little bit almost like cloudier or filmier. It's similar color like that ruby red. And I mean, it's dark, but it's not quite as translucent. It almost looks like it's a little cloudy.
Yeah, I'd agree. Not as bright.
It's not as bright.
Yeah.
But it's pretty. Okay, let's smell it. What are you smelling?
Well, it's been changing a little bit because, you just popped this open now.
Right.
And,
we did not let these breathe. We didn't let the corks breathe.
No.
Because they're screw caps.
Right. And so I feel like I was first kind of getting a little more earth on this.
I did too.
Really? Okay.
I thought the same thing.
Now, okay, so I first was getting a little earth, dirt, that kind of stuff. Now a little bit of like anise, like a star anise.
Wow, licorice.
A little bit. Are you getting that?
I like that a lot. Yeah. And when I swirl it, I like it a lot. When I swirl it, I'm getting that earthiness. Little vegetable, little...
Right, I agree.
Yeah, almost like a green pepper,
Mm-hmm. It's a little spicy, though.
Yeah, spicy.
Yeah.
Peppery.
Yes, like black peppery or... Yeah, I agree. Are you getting much berry? Any fruit?
No, I'm not getting a ton of fruit. I'm almost I wonder if I'm getting a little black olive on it.
Wow, a little briny, huh?
Yeah, a little briny. I mean, if I'm getting fruit, it's plummy. It's like a dark fruit.
Yeah.
It's a dark fruit. Maybe
pretty subtle.
Subtle. Maybe a little bit of blackberry or something.
Brambly, maybe.
I like that. Okay, let's taste it and see what we think.
Okay.
Well, the first thing is it's juicy again, but super tannic. Really tannic.
Yes, it is.
Like tea. It's
also kind of sour or like tangy. There's a little bit of it's much more underripe fruit than I would
agree with you
from the smell. It feels very like pomegranate or something.
Okay, I like that.
I don't know.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Sure, but
there's a bitterness to it as well. I know that's like part of that is the tannin, but there's almost like sandy. It's almost like sandy on the back,
a little bit
gritty,
yeah.
Almost like it's gritty.
Interesting. Yeah, pretty interesting wine. I mean, it's different than the other one.
I'm not getting a ton of fruit on it.
I'm not either.
It's not a fruit bomb. It doesn't taste like a fruit bomb to me.
No.
I will say, in the past, we've had some pretty crappy Nero d'Avola, and I would say neither of these are in the crappy range, but this one has got it's so tannic that it's almost difficult to taste any. It's almost like, you drink an IPA and all you can taste is the hops.
Yeah.
It's like all you can taste is the tannins. Yeah. It's like it's got no balance to it. I just am not. It needs
more fruit.
It needs more
something
fruit
to balance that out.
Maybe it needs to be opened up for a while. Maybe it just needs some time opening up. But it's so tannic.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Well, let's do. What food would you pair with this Planeta?
I think it's still. I mean, I don't know if I would do as much like pizza and red. I think a red sauce, like tomato sauces, is too much.
You think so?
I do. I don't know. I just do not. Do you think it's a little?
Me, I think pizza would be okay.
Like a white pizza or something. Though.
Oh, okay. I would do like a regular pizza. But,
okay. The acidity from the tomato and this might.
You think it's too much?
Well, maybe just for me. So I almost feel like you would want to have like a pork tenderloin, which we had this week, something like that with a little
maybe barbecue sauce.
Barbecue would be okay with it for sure. Yeah, I mean. I'm just having
something
a little bit of a hard time.
Maybe you want something a little sweet with it, like a little sweet and tangy.
Yeah, maybe like a sweet and sour. Might be like a sweet and sour chicken.
When we go to Monsoon, a sweet and sour chicken would be good. We go to Monsoon, they have those ribs. They're those like Korean or whatever they are.
That would be really good.
Really sweet and they're good. Pork ribs, that would be really nice with this. Feel like I'm with you. This vibe of like smoky, sweet. Barbecue would probably be really good with this.
Yeah.
Which may be why Nero d'Avola is starting to take off in Texas. In Texas.
Amazing.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe that's it.
I do feel like maybe it needs to open up a little bit, like I'm getting a little bit more fruit on it. Take a gentle sip, my dear.
What's all this?
I don't know.
Oh, my goodness.
Buttering you up. Like there's a little fruit on it. Yeah, not a ton. You're right. Your face gave it away.
I'm just not sure.
I'm not so sure either. All right. Well, anything else you'd eat with this?
I think we covered it. I mean, you could do, definitely if you were going to do like red wine, red wine, like some
If you're
sort of
going
red
to eat
meat.
red wine with this,
Chewy.
definitely.
Chewy.
It is a little chewy. The tannins are a little chewy.
Yeah.
What rating would you give this wine?
I'm going to give
I feel
this.
like we got really serious for a second there.
Ooh, like there's a big pause.
Yeah.
But you can edit it. Okay, so I'm going to give this I would drink it. I'm going to give it a 5.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm edging between a 4 and a 5 here.
Ooh, okay.
Because I'm almost finding it not pleasant enough to drink. The tannins are so overwhelming that to me it's like a little bit on the hard side to drink.
A little abrasive.
Yeah, it just lacks balance. It needs more fruit to it. So I'm going to go with you. I'm going to agree with you on a 5 because I think if I was served it, I would still drink it. But I'm finding a little harsh bud.
Bummer.
Little chonky.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
a
agree.
little chonky.
I think this first one, wow, chonky. I don't even know, but I agreed. I'm like, I agree, but I have no clue what chonky means.
We're going to look up what chonky means. But go ahead.
No, I just think the first one just kind of blew, even though you weren't super hyped on it, it kind of blew this one out of the water.
I agree with you.
Yeah, for me. So
which of this is going to be a stupid one, which of these wines are you finishing tonight?
The Purato.
I'm agreeing with you. I think that's a very pleasant, nice, crowd-pleasing wine.
Right.
Chonky is an internet slang term described to use an animal that's overweight, plump, or sturdy in an adorable or endearing way.
Oh, so this wine is chonky?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Use that word. Skep. Okay, anyway, here are the taste profiles expected from Nero de Avola.
Okay.
In general, dark fruits like black cherry, plum, blackberry, and blueberry. There you go, your blueberry. Sometimes also strawberry and cranberry.
Nice.
Spices like black pepper. Herbal notes like eucalyptus and forest floor. Earthy notes like whetstone and balsamic. Balsamic's good. Also coffee, cocoa, cacao, tobacco, leather, black licorice, and sometimes it's called round and chewy.
Ooh, okay.
Chewy tannins on the
Yes,
second
I
one.
agree.
The first one was rounder, though. Okay, the Purato, the winery says deep purple red color. The nose reveals intense fruity notes of blackberry and blueberry compote.
I
am not kidding, and that's what it
right
says.
on the nail,
Together
honey.
with smoky and spicy notes on the palate, it is extraordinarily round and complete with a natural and effortless balance.
Now you like this wine.
Of tannin and acidity. I'm giving it a 10. No. Structure and length. Champion Wine Cellar says in the glass, as opposed to in your shoe.
I know,
this,
what?
This Nero d'Avola shows a deep garnet hue with purple highlights. Purple. On the nose, lively aromas of wild blackberry, sour cherry, and violet, mingled with hints of black pepper and a trace of Mediterranean herb. The palate opens with ripe dark fruit balanced by zesty acidity and smooth tannins that lend structure without sharpness. Okay, fine. Yeah. The Planeta, the winery says ruby red color with violet reflections, typical varietal aromas of ripe plum, cocoa, wild fruit, and flawless spiciness. I don't know about flawless, but we were getting spicy.
I don't know what flawless spiciness.
You're a baker.
I don't know. What kind of spice is this, though? Like
it's flawless.
Apparently.
Has anybody ever said about one
my God, your spice is flawless.
I mean, your pumpkin
my goodness.
baby bites, flawless. And spiciness.
I mean, I just don't know what kind of I'm thinking of like a hot spice.
Hot spice.
Hot.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Okay, on the palate, full and tannins without success.
Wait.
Sorry. Full and tannins without excess. They are excessive tannins. I got to read my own notes. The wine enthusiast says the nose is cool, earthy, and saline with aromas of black cherries on ice, peonies, and damp soil.
Oh, yuck.
Black plums and blackberries.
Damp soil.
Yeah, we did get blackberries. Headline the palate. Well, a juicy but tart citrus overtone. You were getting that tartness, weren't you?
Bit.
Shines overhead with an undertone of earth. Firm but flexible tannins. Anyway, okay. What's your verdict on Nero d'Avola?
I think we need to keep trying it out. I don't mind that idea at all. And that first one, like I said, I would crack that open with a few friends just on a casual night.
That's the thing. I still don't think it's a wine I'd ever serve to your father.
No, probably not. Yeah, probably not. That's why I was struggling with like, would I buy it? But I think I'd get, because it is an approachable wine for me.
It's an easy, it's like you're going to find an easy drinking wine. It's not going to knock you out.
No.
It's not going to be like, oh my God, this is the greatest wine I've ever had.
Right.
Again, first beginner drinkers like that Purato, I think they'd really like it. Mm-hmm. Okay, so here's some wines coming up in future episodes in case you want to drink along with us. We have Lambrusco coming up. You can find the links to the exact wines in our show notes. Then we're doing an Alagotte, which is a white wine from Burgundy. And then we're going to go to an Etna Rosso, so another Sicilian wine in a few weeks.
Wow.
And remember, we're doing the virtual tasting, so send me an email at joe@thewinepairpodcast.com if you want to join us, and I'll send you the details. But with that, Carmela, it's time for us to go. We want to thank you very much for listening to us, and if you haven't had a chance to do so yet, now would be the awesome, perfect time to follow or subscribe to our podcast, and also leave us a nice 5-star rating review wherever you get your podcasts. That's a great way to support us and help us grow listeners. We'd also love to hear from you, so send us a note. You can DM us, slip into our DMs. You can email us at joe@thewinepairpodcast.com. You can follow us at the grocery store if you see us there.
Wow.
And, just like bring us gifts or whatever. But if you missed our latest newsletter too, which just came out, you can email me and I will personally hand deliver it to your email inbox.
Woo.
But with that, we're going to sign off. So thank you once again. We'll see you next time. And as we like to say, life is short, so stop drinking the shitty wine. Bye-bye.
Bye.